Your PTA coach. We are back, guys. We are back. I have so much in store to talk about today, guys. But before I continue, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you know exactly when I come on. I appreciate all of you for what you do, for checking out my shorts, for checking out my videos. Every single thing I've dropped, all of you have participated and checked it out. And guys, I check out my analytics, okay? So I know that we are all paying attention to a lot of things that I talk about. All right, so you guys know I don't go into long intros, okay? I try to keep the intro as short as possible. Today's topic, of course, the NPTE-PTA exam countdown continues. It's live. Yes, we are on that countdown, guys. I was checking out the calendar today, and excuse me if I look to my right because I have my screen here, my calendar, and all that stuff, and I have another screen over here. So I apologize if it seems like I'm not focusing on you, okay? But I'm just doing a lot of things. So I checked out my calendar, guys, and oh my God, that time is almost here. I've been saying this for the longest. It was 6 weeks out. I came on, it was 5 weeks, 4 weeks. Now we're down to 3 weeks to the exam date, okay? 3 weeks to the exam date. A lot of us would either take the exam April the 1st or April the 2nd. You will be going to that testing center to do what you do. And if you followed everything and if you joined the workshop and I've had a conversation with you and I've coached you through this, you are coming in there ready, okay? You are absolutely going in there prepared, okay? Because the FSBPT tells us this, guys. They say the questions will be well structured. They will be well structured. So we're preparing to go in there and handle business. I talk about standing on business. We're going to stand on the business of answering well structured questions. All right, guys. So on my channel, you guys know me, right? I say this all the time. No sugarcoating, or let me say it in my other accent. Okay, no sugarcoating. We don't. I don't sugarcoat anything on this channel. I tell you guys exactly the way it is. What you need to do to cross the bridge. I keep on saying that. What we need to do to cross the bridge. And what do I mean by that? Is getting your license. That's what's on the other side. Right now, you're a student, and your next process is to get your license. Okay, so that's the aim. And if you're brand new to my channel, guys, and you guys have heard me say this so many times, I don't teach. I have to make it very, very clear. I don't teach in my workshops. And a lot of you that have talked to me one-on-one, or we've done stuff and looked into all these things, know that I don't teach. Okay. Now, when I say I don't teach, what do I mean by that? If you're watching me right now, okay, congratulations. You finished up with your PTA school out there in America. I don't know how it works in other parts of the world. You're done with your PTA schooling, right? So while you were in there, just like myself, you went through the teaching, you went through the tutoring, you went through the instructing, right? You took your exams in school, you took your tests, you did your clinical rotations, okay? You did your skill comps in school. So you've done all that, right? All that is behind you, okay? Our teachers have earned their pay. So if you're a teacher on this platform right now watching, or if you will be watching this in the future, hey, I come to you with loyalty, okay? I honor you. Even my own teachers, I respect you for all that you've done for us. But guys, all those things are behind us. Our teachers have earned their pay. Now it's time for us to do it. It's on our backs. We can't blame the teachers. We can't blame the other students. We can't blame the clinicals. All that is out the window. We need to go in there and pass this exam, okay? We have to go in there and pass this exam. And I'm here to show you guys how. Okay, guys, let me check out the chats. This will be the first time I'm having people join on this channel, guys. Let me make something clear. I have more than one channel, guys, so if you see me somewhere else, don't be alarmed. Oh, yeah, I have more than one channel with different subject matters. I'll say different subject matter or different content, okay? So this channel is for healthcare professionals. I might have healthcare professionals on the other channel, but that's not what we talk about on that channel, okay? So on this channel, it's all about the healthcare professionals, specifically PTA students. If you're a PTA student, you are in school, you're done with school, you're getting ready to take your state board, then this is the channel, okay? So The things that I talk about there are more like my personal channel on that personal things on that channel, more like lifestyle changes and everything else. Okay. So if I bring this content to that channel, people are going to look at me like, what are you talking about? Okay. All right. So help me welcome to the channel Hero. Hero says, hi. Hero says, hi, man. What are you doing? Also help me welcome Philip. Philip, welcome to my channel. I don't know if you guys are coming from the other channel. It's fine. If you're coming from other channels and you just want to chill out, that's fine, guys. You're more than welcome to stay, okay? I want to welcome Brittany to my channel. Brittany says, what? Skyline says, what about the vegan teacher? Skyline, you must be coming from my other channel, but welcome. You're more than welcome to stay, okay? So the exam is around the corner. The exam is right around the corner, okay? And there's a lot of things that we need to do out there to go out there and succeed. Guys, let me show you something on my screen. And it's very important that we all know this. Let me get something for you guys, and I'm gonna read it to you guys, okay? Now, let me flip the camera so we can all read this together, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, so I'm over here, okay? See? We're still talking about the NPTE-PTA, okay? They have what's called pass rates. Let me move this camera around, guys, so we can all see this. They have what's called pass rates. Look at that right there. It says first time pass rates. The first time pass rates for physical therapist assistants typically ranges from 80 to 85%. This means that approximately 15 to 20% of candidates fail on their first attempt. Let me read that again, guys. We're over here, down here, okay? Right over there. First time pass rates. This is for the NPTE-PTA exam. The first time pass rates, okay, for physical therapist assistant typically ranges from 80 to 85%. This means that approximately 15 to 20% of candidates fail on their first attempt. Look at that right there, guys, where it says national average. As of 2023, the national mean pass rates for the NPTE was reported to be 89%. This suggests that about 11% of test takers fail the exam. You guys see that? Okay? You guys see that? Now, let's stay on this topic, guys. Let me show you guys something else. The question is, what are the most common reasons candidates fail the PTA exam? I'm right over here, guys, in case you're wondering what I'm reading. What are the reasons for failing this exam? Let's go down here. Number one reason, guys, is ineffective study methods. That's the number one reason. Number two is the knowledge gaps. You guys have heard me talk about knowledge, your knowledge base and your knowledge gaps. The number three reason people fail is test anxiety. The fourth one is poor test taking skills. I told you guys I'm your coach. This is one of the things that we handle in our workshop. Look at this number five, guys. Insufficient preparation time. Okay? Some candidates procrastinate or underestimate the time needed for thorough preparation. Number six, guys, over reliance on practice exams. Look at that. Taking multiple practice exams without proper analysis and learning from mistakes can be counterproductive. Look at this, number seven, guys. These are all the things I've been talking about. Ignoring readiness indicators. You guys see that? Candidates sometimes disregard low practice exam scores or clear signs of unpreparedness due to ego or stubbornness. Let's keep going. Look at this one, guys. Language and comprehension issues. For some candidates, especially those with English as a second language, vocabulary and comprehension challenges can hinder exam performance. Look at number nine, guys. Outdated knowledge. Significant gaps between graduation and exam attempts can lead to outdated information and skills. Look at number 10, guys. I've been talking about this so many times. Underestimating exam difficulty. The recent updates to the NPTE in 2024 have introduced a more challenging format and content, which may catch some candidates off guard. Guys, let's read this again because I talk about this all the time. I tell you guys that FSBPT has told us that they ask well structured questions. Look at number 10. Underestimating exam difficulty. The recent updates to the NPTE in 2024 have introduced a more challenging format and content, which may catch some candidates off guard. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I don't know. Like all the things I've been talking about when I do my videos like this, it's right there. I've used the phrase that the exam is not a skate in the park. This exam, guys, this exam is not a skate in the park. Everything I just read to you guys just confirms what I've been saying all along. And that is why you need to join the workshop. You need to join the workshop, guys. It's important. I'm going to keep talking about these numbers all the time. You guys know what this is, right? The number 6. We have 6 lifetime attempts to pass this exam. 6. That's it. And guess what, guys? If we score 400 or below 2 times in this exam, that's it. It's a wrap. We can't take the exam again, ever, like ever. Okay? What is this number? 5. The exam is going to cover 5 major things, guys. 1 second. Let me go back to my screen in case you guys are asking questions. The exam is going to cover 5 major things, right? First one is musculoskeletal. Second is cardiovascular and pulmonary. Third is neuro. Fourth is other systems. Fifth is non-systems. 5 major things that we've had to learn in 2 years. I don't know about you guys, but my program was 19 months. So everything you learned in 24 months, I had to learn it all in this brain of mine for 19 months. Yes, I already talked about the 4, and I'll repeat it again. If we score 400 or below 2 times, that's it. It's a wrap. I don't make the rules, guys. That's what FSBPT tells us. Okay? That's the 4. What is the 3? Now, throughout the year, we have what's called a calendar year for this, right? There's 4 times that we can take this exam throughout the year. One is January. That one is already gone. Okay? Next one is April. After that is July. And after that is October. If we fail this exam 3 times in a calendar year, we will not be allowed to take the exam to the next calendar year. That's just the way it works. That is just the way it works. Okay? So guys, in that article that I read, you want to tell yourself that you're not going to be the 11 or 15% of people that will be retaking the exam. You have to tell yourself that now. You have to convince yourself that you are not going to be among the 11 to 15% of people that will be retaking this exam. I just read to you guys reasons why people fail the exam. There's 10 main reasons why people fail the exam, but you're not going to tell yourself, I'm not the one. I'm going to go into this exam. I'm going to follow all the tips that the PTA coach has talked about. I'm going to follow them to the T, and I'm going to pass my exam. Guys, I'll tell you one thing. When I was studying for my exam, I started to tell myself, I have passed this exam. I didn't tell myself, I am going to pass the exam. That's faith. And I'll tell you one thing, when I took this exam, guys, it tested a lot of things beyond just the content of the exam. It tested my faith. It tested my perseverance. It tested my endurance. It tested every single thing about me, my knowledge base, and I came out victorious. So guys, everything that I tell you is because it's worked for me. The guy that is talking right now is a person that actually passed this exam. I am currently licensed in the state of Texas. Guys, if I give you my name, it's public knowledge. You can type my name in the state site, verify it. I'm current, everything is legit. So don't even worry about the job prospects right now. Please, don't tell me you're worried about job. There's jobs everywhere for a physical therapist assistant. I'm talking about in America. I don't know how it works in different parts of the world, but in America, guys, if you're looking for, you already got your license, you're good to go. You should not search for a job longer than 2 weeks, unless you're searching for a particular thing. But if you're looking for things like home health, there's plenty of work there. Outpatient clinic, okay, hospital, skilled nursing facility. You want to do some travel. The workload is there. The workload is there. So now focus on passing the exam. If you've taken this exam once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, you still have not passed, something is eminently wrong. Okay? There are pieces of the puzzle that are missing. There's a lot of broken links that need to be fixed immediately. Because we only have 6 chances. Only 6. Okay? And I've said this so many times on my channel, guys. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. It just does not work. You can't keep doing. You did the same thing with the first one, you failed. You did the same thing with the second one, you failed. When I say the same thing, I mean like your prep or your studying. You tried a third time, you failed. Something is not working. Some things are not working. Okay? So you need to come to the workshop. And think about it, guys. Like I said, we spent 19 months in my case. You spent 24 months in your case for this school. And you're going to tell me that you're going to, for all the sacrifices you've made and I've made, that we don't pass the exam at all? So all the money and time that we spent in school is gone. A lot of us take out loans to go to these programs. Yes. A lot of us take out loans, or we have family members that help us sponsor, or we pay out of pocket. So are we telling ourselves that we're going to throw that money away after all that, after all that we've been through, guys? Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay? So the countdown continues, guys. Don't sit around and say, oh, yeah, coach, you know I got 3 weeks, right? Yeah, you have 3 weeks to the exam date. Yes. But do we have 3 weeks to prepare? What is the actual amount of time that you're spending right now with the review? Have you been to the workshop? Have you listened to me talk about what's in here? How we need to go out there and experience victory? Why am I wearing this t-shirt? Saying that we have to become a fighter. Why? It's not a skate in it's not a skate in the park, guys. It's not. If we ever think we're gonna walk in there and breeze out of this exam, oh no. Let me show you guys that article one more time, okay? For those of you that just joined, welcome to my channel. Let me show you guys what I was talking about. Let me just go back there, okay? Because it's important that we know this stuff. It's not me just saying things. It's we read it, and I do believe everything that I'm reading here, okay? So let's just scroll back up, and let's just read this together, guys. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Okay. So I'm over here right now, right? Guys, type a 1 if you can see my screen properly. I know it's a little dim. Okay. Look over there where it talks about pass rates. Over there. For this exam, okay? First time pass rates. The first time pass rates for a physical therapist assistant typically ranges from 80 to 85%. This means that approximately 15 to 20% of candidates fail on their first attempt. National average, look at that, guys. As of 2023, the national mean pass rate for the NPTE was reported to be 89%. This suggests that about 11% of test takers fail the exam. Now, the question we ask is, why do they fail the exam? Let's go down here, guys. Let's go down here. The number one reason people fail the exam, guys, is ineffective study methods. Look at that. It says it right here. Many candidates struggle with inadequate study strategies, such as focusing on academic reading rather than clinical understanding. That's important. Look at this one, knowledge gaps. Fundamental misunderstandings of key concepts of areas of weakness can lead to exam failure. Test anxiety. Poor test taking skills, insufficient preparation, over reliance on practice exams, ignoring readiness indicators, language and comprehension issues, outdated knowledge, underestimating exam difficulty. It says right there, the recent updates to the NPTE in 2024, okay, have introduced a more challenging format and content, which may catch some candidates off guard. That's just what it is. That's what it is, guys. Okay? So you can either choose to stand on business and join the workshop, or just watch this video, walk away, go take your exam, la 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 la, and get the result. Okay? Now, guys, I'm very optimistic, okay? I'm just telling you guys this out of compassion. I know I come across a certain way, I sound a certain way, because we all have to know that this is critical. I use the word imperative. All the things I'm talking about here are imperative, guys. So we have to treat it with a sense of urgency, knowing that we only have 6 chances. And in the case of 400, you score that 400 2 times and you're done. Okay, so let's see what else, guys. What else do I want to share with you guys? Guys, if you have any questions for me regarding anything I've talked about, please ask. You need to sign up for the workshop. It's very easy. You send me an email. It's akaluso40@gmail.com. That's AKALUSO, the number 40@gmail.com. That's all it takes. Okay? That is all it takes, guys. Now, really, excuse me, guys. To get the most out of me as far as my time is in a workshop, guys. If you're coming to a platform like this, like YouTube, yes, I will talk to you guys about the coaching. If you want to get more as far as content, words of wisdom, tips, strategies, you have to come into the workshop. That's all I have to say. Okay, you have to come in. But yeah, I remember when I had 3 weeks to my exam date left. I know how you guys feel. I know exactly how you feel. You're gonna be having that test anxiety. You'll be thinking to yourself, have I studied enough? Have I done all that it takes to become successful? Well, if you follow everything I talked about there, then you're on the right track. Okay, so what is the opposite of failing the exam? Is passing. This is what we do to pass. Let me tell you guys this. Let me just read it to you guys. 1 second. 1 second. So the opposite of everything I just read to all of you is, number one, you have to have effective study methods. Effective. Okay? You have to close the knowledge gap. It's very important. Let me give you guys a quick example of a knowledge gap. When I went live, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I was talking about planes of the body. Okay? If you get a question that has to do with a pathology that affects the spine, or whatever the case is, or let's just say we're talking about the planes of the body, the frontal, the transverse, and the sagittal. Okay? If you get a question and you don't know the answer, okay? Well, at that point, that question, which may be a basic question, okay, becomes an advanced question. That's what they're talking about here, knowledge gap. Okay? It becomes a knowledge gap. So we need to close that knowledge gap. Test anxiety. How do we cut down on test anxiety? We have to take those practice exams, guys. And it's going to give us a score. We can't ignore the score. A lot of times we get that anxiety because maybe we've taken the practice exams, we're not too sure of ourselves, and we're going into the real exam. Of course, we're going to have that anxiety. We need to have good test taking skills. When you come to the workshop, I talk about good test taking skills. I share one quick one with you guys. When you look at a question, okay, when you read a question and they give you the options, the choices, please, guys, don't rush to pick the first answer. That's just a natural reaction, right? If you read a question that you're trying to figure out an answer, the first answer that pops up, let's say it's A, B, C, D. Answer A, oh yeah, it sounds kind of right. Click. It might not be the right one. So that's test taking skills, okay? Also with test taking skills on the PTA exam, We only have a certain amount of time for each question, so you have to have that knowledge. You can't spend like 5, 6, 7 minutes on a question unless you've answered all the questions you know, and you're coming back to the questions that you don't know. Okay, so we cover more of test taking skills also in the workshop. Now let me scroll down here, guys. Let me see something over here. Sufficient preparation time. It's very important that we have sufficient preparation time. Okay, come to the workshop. We talk about more of that. We can't rely on practice exams. I've said this so many times. Like when you take a practice exam, guys, and you get a score, okay, that's just what the score is. But you need to find out what you got wrong and make the corrections, right? Don't memorize the questions. It's a waste. That's why they talk about over reliance on practice exams. The second thing is this. If you take a practice exam and you get your score, right, and you go back and study, and then you take that same exam again, of course your score should be higher, but don't rely on that because you already know the questions. That's why they talk about over reliance on practice exams. We can't over rely on them. We also have to study other things outside of the practice exams. Come to the workshop, I share more information. Now, the seventh reason is we cannot ignore the readiness indicators, which is the practice exams. Okay, don't ignore it. The eighth reason is we need to improve our language and comprehension issues. Okay, you come to the workshop, I talk more about that. We also need to update our knowledge. Okay, and we cannot underestimate the exam difficulty. So come to the workshop, I share more information. Okay. All right, so guys, I'll hang on for a few more minutes and then that'll be it for today, okay? So I wish you guys well. For those of you who have already contacted me, I look forward to speaking with you soon and going over the workshop and getting all of us ready for this major exam. Major, okay? It's major. All right, guys, let's see if I have anything else for us to share. Let's see. Yeah, so that should be it for now, guys. That should be it for now. I appreciate you guys for joining. Later on tonight or possibly tomorrow, if I have a few minutes, I'll share some more tips with all of us, okay? So once again, I have more than one channel. I know some of you that came in here are like, what? You're teaching us something? No, I don't teach, I coach, okay? But I have more than one channel. So that's just what it is. All right, so I look forward to talking to you guys soon. If you need to get a hold of me, send me an email, akaluso40@gmail.com. That's AKALUSO, the number 40@gmail.com, okay? Go out there and succeed, okay? Remember this t-shirt. We have to go out there and fight. And when we fight, we experience victory. I'll talk to you guys soon. Please continue your review and stay safe, stay blessed. Bye-bye.